This topic was brought to me by a viewer of the channel the other day, which I found very, very compelling because I like things that are actionable, real cultural items that can actually change the culture. And Ross Scott here, who runs the channel Accursed Farms, has been leading a really cool fight, which I think is worth highlighting. And I think we do need to make change in the video game industry because of the way that they've been treating their customers. And they treat their customers like disposable pay pigs. You don't actually own your own media. You don't even own the game. You can't even play a lot of games after you buy them because they shut it down. That's really a travesty, and we need to make changes to make sure that gamers actually get the games that they pay for. It obviously makes a lot of sense right here. So please hit the like and subscribe button. We are changing the gaming culture in real time right here, my friends. It's really a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you. We've been growing so fast. Our Phantom Pulse Substack actually just hit 200 paid subscribers, and we're actually closing in on 5,000 regular subscribers also. And we have a lot of news over the course of the day. And so John Trent and I started this so we could tell the truth in gaming journalism and pop culture with movies, video games, books, tabletop games. We cover everything as best as we possibly can, and we do this full time as a service to you because nobody else out there is doing this. We need a competitor for Kotaku, for IGN, for CBR, for all these companies that have gone out there and just shilled for the corporate media for so long. Now, they do so because, of course, they just ride Google algorithms for clicks. And that's a lot of what, unfortunately, YouTube is. And so we're trying to do something different that doesn't actually rely on algorithms to actually build organically, to tell the news, to get people active in the culture, and actually make changes like the video that we're talking about right now. So sign up for my Phantom Pulse Substack. It's in the description below. That way I can always get the news out to you. You're not relying on YouTube showing you some notification or anything like that. It's so crucial to be here. And if you want to support us, we really appreciate it. Like I said, we're both doing this full time, and we do need more subscribers to keep that sustainable. We can build this to being something epic with your help. It's only $5 a month, like a Starbucks cup of coffee, and we really appreciate all of our subscribers. Thank you so much, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, you guys have been amazing. We've grown so fast despite a lot of people out there trying to cancel us just for building this. It's hilarious stuff, but we're winning, and it's a beautiful thing. All right, so here we are. This is pretty interesting. Like I said, Ross Scott, the creator behind Accursed Farms, launched a campaign to prevent video game publishers from destroying the games they've already sold to customers. His Stop Killing Games now has been formalized as a European citizens initiative, represents perhaps the most significant legal challenge to the industry's anti-consumer practice of rendering purchased games unplayable through their server shutdowns. What he said is most video games work indefinitely, and yeah, that's pretty much it. More and more, they're being designed to stop working the second support ends from the publisher, a kill switch, essentially. It's a form of planned obsolescence where publishers are destroying games they've already sold to you but keeping your money. Now, the reason they're doing this is very, very clear, because if they can get you on a model where you're paying and then the subscription ends and then they do something new and then you have to pay for the subscription again, it gets you to buy more new games and buy into their new subscription model more. So it really is bilking customers, and then you don't get to play the games that you already have. I wrote another article kind of about this today and just how gamers are doing this. I might do a video on it, but it's called The Cult of the New. If you're on the Substack, you can read it at the very least, because this is it. Gamers are being manipulated into buying mediocre products at premium prices, and this is part of that strategy right here. So what he's doing right here is he's fighting this predatory practice. It's becoming increasingly common as publishers push always online requirements for even single players experiences. You've seen this over the last years. You've seen people having to sign up for PSN networks on Steam, even if they're just playing different games that they're not on the PlayStation, right? When the servers are inevitably shut down, the games they purchase become worthless digital artifacts. Now, this was his video right here on the topic that I was covering, and you can see it did pretty well 8 months ago. It got a 242,000 view video, and of course, it's been going on. He did an update recently about this, and he keeps talking about it. He says, the studios from a century ago were burning their own films after they were done showing them to recover the silver content. And now most films of that era are gone forever. That's very similar to what's happening with video games today. And so what this is the European Citizens Initiative. It requires 1 million signatures from EU citizens to advance a legislative consideration. I know I have a lot of European viewers on here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. It would require publishers to leave games they have sold to customers in a working state at the time of shutdown without requiring any connection to have them affiliated parties for games to function. Seems pretty good. Good consumer practice. Importantly, this wouldn't require publishers to give up intellectual property rights, release source code, provide endless support, or host servers indefinitely. It would simply require them to patch out online requirements or allow private server hosting for when this official support ends. That would allow gamers to have the game in their hands with private servers. It would ensure consumers can continue to use products they've purchased. Publishers can continue doing whatever they want as long as you get to keep your game, he said. Pretty good. His initiative addresses the growing crisis in the game preservation. According to research, approximately 75% of online-only games that get shut down are permanently lost. That's huge, with 3% saved by the publishers themselves. The remaining 22% are rescued through community efforts like reverse engineering, server emulation, efforts that exist in a legal gray area. There's a game I loved back in the day. It was called Earth Above and Beyond. I think this was the name of it. Space Above and Beyond? No, it was called Earth and Beyond MMO. Was this what it was called? Yes! I played this game back in the day, and I loved this game. This was an MMO that you just went around in a spaceship, and like you'd gain points and experience and all that, and upgrade your spaceship and the like, shoot monsters in space and the like. And it was so much fun. And this game shut down a long, long time ago. And again, this is one of those ones that's kept open by emulators and the like these days. But people don't remember it even. It's really, really sad. Maybe I'll go back and play this at some point if I have time. I just remember that as I'm making the video, of course. I'll fix it and edit, guys. Don't worry about it. But this is definitely in one of those spots. For gamers concerned about this issue, Scott offers a clear path to action. EU citizens can sign the initiative at stopkillinggames.com, which I'll put in the description below. Those outside the EU can help by spreading awareness, is what we're doing here. He says, if we can get enough signatures, I think we end this and change gaming history. Or we can't get our act together and the problem gets worse and worse. Then in the future, we really don't own anything. You've been charged a lot for not owning anything. This is a huge deal. It does run until July 2025, so doing this in April right now, as I'm recording this video, is actually probably going to help and get this going. And this is something, again, that's just not getting talked about, but this is real action. This is the type of thing in the gamer community we need to raise awareness for. And so I'm very, very happy to do so. I thought this is a very cool initiative. This is pro-consumer in an industry, again, where it's just like they view you as disposable objects. They're bilking you through downloadable content. They're bilking you through a lot of pay-to-play games out there. You know exactly what I'm talking about, or these season passes and stuff like that. You know, I know Marvel Rivals is very popular, but it's like they really just have so much online content that you have to pay, that's why they're so profitable. And they use the Marvel brand to get there. It's pretty obvious. So we need to bring things back to where games are just games again, that you can own forever, that you can play forever, that you can have fun with. And that's going to be a big, big change for the industry. Now, they're incentivized in these corporations to do the exact opposite. And so we have to spread the word, and we have to, of course, not only do this, but support games that are complete games with offline content that aren't just using you as beta testers when they launch. I mean, how buggy are games these days, too? Jeez. But yes, this is how we start to change the industry. This type of action is really, really good. Loved finding this from Accursed Farm, so thank you to the viewer who sent this to me. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Leave a comment down below with what you think, and if you're interested in this project. I'll make sure to put stopkillinggames.com in the description below. And guys, sign up for the Phantom Pulse Substack. This is a place where we're telling the truth in gaming that nobody else will tell. We need your support more than anything else just to keep this going, because we are building this for the future so that we have this media away from algorithmic things that are just about the hot video game of the day or whatever, because we want to tell more than just that and tell the stories that matter. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for getting us over 200 paid subscribers. A huge milestone. Appreciate you being there, and we'll be back soon.